Two things. One, woman speak. That didn't come through. Yes, it did. Whoops.
I am speaking, also dust is a lake.
Yeah.
Dust, you were asleep like 5 minutes ago.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Also, Mac, the devs of Helldivers acknowledged Reach.
How so?
They were aware of why all the Xbox divers were fighting for Seychelles Beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once we finally liberated the planet, they
At least
posted
it's
a
not
thing.
Gilded Veil.
They posted a thing about bleh. They posted a thing about how
Don't see the harm.
remember
Thirsty
Reach.
work.
Nice.
Except they use the word beach because, you know, Reach is
Say,
copyrighted.
you're the one we have to
Yeah.
thank for fighting off the ogres, right? Never thought I'd see one of the god-touched. I would have helped fight them monsters off, you know, if I didn't think I'd just get in the way. And with you there to handle things, everything turned out well enough, didn't it? Don't see why Havrick's still sour at me. Oh, Havrick's the innkeeper over at the Grave's Rest. I may have been hiding in the inn when the fighting started. The raid didn't improve his disposition any. Did you know he has a whole case of Fenlin liquor in there? I keep offering to buy it off him, but he says he's saving it up for when the batteries open again. As if we're gonna last that long. Anyhow, he said he'd thrash me up and down the mountain if I didn't leave him be. It's delusional is what it is. Point of fact, what with you dealing with ogres and everything, maybe you'd, you know, be willing to help me out. Averick keeps all the good stock in the inn cellar. Out of sight, you see. I mean, it's bound to be under lock and key, but I'm sure he wouldn't miss a single bottle. Not with everything that's going on. I'll pay you for it. I swear it. We'll split my wages. And the bottle, too, if you like. I just want to be able to say these lips have tasted the best the Ishamael Plains have to offer. Nothing so kind. You try living here a few years and see how you turn out. Please, tell me you found it.
This dude wants me to fucking rob an inn for him of alcohol. Okay.
They've destroyed the stockade, Mother. It's...
Enough. They're gone. Ah, the champion of Defiance Bay. Must have been a long journey. Well, I'm sure you wagered on a more civilized welcome. Still, we're much obliged for your capable intervention. That's fine of you to say so, though I'm hoping your strengths lie more with arms than words. Stalwart isn't much more than a grease stain on a map. What roads we've got in the White March are basically tracks in the snow. And for every trader or adventurer that comes through, 3 of our own leave for good.
That's not very
But it
nice.
weren't always so. There was a time when kings and queens sent their firstborn to these mountains, when the White March was the envy of empires. The Pargrin dwarves transformed the White March once. We could bring some of that greatness back to Stalwart, but we need the White Forge. Of course, been over 200 years since anyone's felt so much as a summery breeze near it. I'm hoping you can do something about that. We've been trying to breach Durgan's battery for over a year now. Problem is, the other expeditions can't so much as dent the front door.
Well, yeah, it's a dwarven stronghold. You think you're gonna be able to smash the door down? It's a funny joke.
A dozen different groups have come through at our request, and several more besides. Been hoping that one of them could clear the way through Durgan's battery.
With all due respect, woman, you're insane.
But young or old, green or seasoned, it don't seem to matter. They cast their spells, chisel at the door, and search the grounds until they've worn new treads into the old stone. The lucky ones eventually go home. Plenty more find themselves on the wrong side of a blizzard, or an ogre raiding party. We're an old mining town. Or we were until the Adirans pulled out and left us with a half-dug mineshaft and something resembling an inn. Since then, it's been a steady decline. You've seen the roads. Isn't much we can produce that the Valians can't ship cheaper. But the White Forge, well, if we could fire it up again and start producing Durgan steel, or something close to it, wouldn't matter if we're in the White March or the Living Lands, business would come.
Except the living land should probably have better metal than you do.
That's the long and short of it. We're laborers and fisherfolk, not adventurers.
From what we've seen it about, that doesn't sound very right.
You don't remember doing a quest where your entire objective was fighting for a mine and then making it so Adir and the Rowatowans were peaceful about it?
It's a sulfur mine, not a metal mine.
Yes, and that's still used for
But Durgan
metallurgy.
steel could put Stalwart on the map again.
There.
Open up the mines, bring in new business. We just need the White Forge. Because you can shave stone with it, cleave cast iron in two, and the stuff's as rare as it is remarkable.
Okay, that's a funny comment. This woman was talking about how great this Durgan steel is, and Eder said, "Man, if you had a suit of armor made out of that, bet people would get tired of trying to stab you after a while and just give up."
If we could make something even half as good, we'd have a market at our doorstep and work enough for all of Stalwart. Where should I start? Ogres, blizzards, or sheer damned inaccessibility?
I mean, the ogres can be dealt with. Not sure about the other two.
It ain't for lack of trying, I'll tell you that much. Got untold riches in Durgan steel lying just inside, and never mind the White Forge itself. The Adirans who first settled Stalwart tried to crack it. So did the Valians, and every other cocky adventurer with more metal than sense. But the place has a funny way of sealing itself up. Front door stays shut, the tower entrances are clogged with rubble, and it's been impossible to blast a way in. It don't bear dwelling on. There's too many superstitions about that place as it is.
Killed each other off, or so the old books say.
Plenty of tales to go around, but none of them open the battery. And the last thing people need is another reason to fear the place.
Also, the DLC is completely voiced, or almost so that, which I find interesting.
Nice.
Whatever it was, the other Pargrin dwarven settlements in the White March, Bone Picker, the Hawk, and the rest, emptied out not long after, moved to gentler, greener lands.
Had the right idea, if you ask me. Finally, someone talking sense.
Durgan steel wasn't just good. It was some of the best. We need the best if we're going to keep Stalwart alive. No one alive today has seen the White Forge, but the old stories tell that it was powerful, glowed white-hot, and gave off a steady, even heat, unlike any other furnace. Let better-schooled folk puzzle over how the thing was built. I just want to see it put to use. Pargrin's a word in their language. Means traveler. They've been wanderers for generations, but I couldn't tell you much more. The battery's up the mountain to the north, a good hike away.
Near Galvino's place, huh?
So it is, though I was going to suggest dealing with that ogre camp before anything. Mestre Galvino, as the old crosspatch prefers it, lives by himself and keeps the wilder and beasts at bay through sheer foulness of his temper.
She means to say he's a skilled smith and animancer, who's lived in the shadow of Durgan's battery for over a decade.
And he butters his bread on both sides and fits his left shoe before his right. But that's neither here nor there. Me and the rest of the town. He knows better than to linger at our gates. Old lunatic finally went too far. And we sent word to the Valiant Academies. I don't like speaking on it, but if you want to get his guff, just remind him that we gave him the boot.
Ain't nobody here fond of the man, but he's a clever hand and a quick study. It's a fool who thinks he stayed so close to the battery without figuring something about it.
You said as much to the last party, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Maybe they didn't run afoul of Baragon's ogres after all. Just watch your step. Galvino's place is a ways east of the battery, and folk who pass it bring unsettling tales. Belongs to flames that whisper. Matron Baragon's clan. Hunters tell me they've been active of late.
Hunting elk and otherwise minding their own damn business.
Sure, buddy.
Minding their own business. Never mind the latest expedition's disappearance, or the broken stockade.
I'm saying we shouldn't agitate him further.
The brawl outside was just the latest patch of trouble. The ogre clans are getting bolder, and we'll all sleep easier knowing they aren't circling our walls. Also, Baragons like to have whatever the last expedition found. Rumor has it they disappeared near her turf.
Killing a matron will only make our problems worse. The way to approach Baragon is with your hands held high.
If anyone could parley with an ogre, I suppose it'd be you. But they aren't known for their patience with prattle. Good. Before you leave town, stop by the Grave's Rest. Most visitors to Stalwart spend some time there, so Hafric and his patrons may be able to give you the lay of the land. What's on your mind? The Pargrin dwarves guarded it like a mother. Adir founded us back in their colonial days to supply ore to the Empire. Saw a fair bit of traffic from both sides of the White March then. But after the Deerwood claimed independence, Defiance Bay found cheaper places to get ore. Didn't have much reason to maintain our supply routes. Officially. Though with the state the roads are in, you wouldn't guess it. Here in the center? Let's see. The Grave's Rest is next door. Hafric can set you up with a room and a hot meal there. The fishery's just on the edge of the lake, and the Temple of Andra is next to it. No one keeps a secret like Lavda. Or so I'm told.
Why is there a shrine to Andra in the mountains in the snow?
A few folk live in this part of town, too. Seemed a lot safer before the ogres broke through the western gate. Thiersch lives next to the old mine shaft, and Tana, the old mine overseer, is next door to me. I'm the mayor, or so I'm reminded every time there's a game shortage, ogre attack, or a neighborly dispute. I'm a builder by trade, though. Traveled all over Air Glonfoth and the Deerwood in my younger days, but ended up back here anyway. They didn't volunteer much, and I knew better than to ask.
They didn't volunteer, yet they went and did it anyway.
I've seen all types charging through here. Professional companies with shiny new equipment as brazen as you please, and hopeless runts with nothing but tattered leathers. But these folk, I don't know what they were after, and the way they looked at you made you feel cold all over. Wish I could tell you more.
Something else you need? It's a fool's hope. A fantasy that's kept these parts inhabited longer than they should be. They say the Pargrunan dwarves developed Durgan steel, became powerful, rich. And then one day, they locked their doors and died. Nothing like a mystery to stir folk up. Most of Stalwart is convinced that some Pargrin secret will save us all.
I mean, they're dwarves, inside of a dwarven stronghold, inside of a dwarven mountain. There's definitely something going on in there.
But that don't stop them from whispering a prayer when they pass the old fortress. About the only thing folk here haven't tried. Killing one more matron won't change things for long. Besides, her clan's flames that whisper. The one that attacked us was Wolf with many mouths. I'd know him anywhere.
They're cut from the same cloth, Aldrich. Only a matter of time before Baragon marches through that gap in our walls.
Mother's convinced that a magic forge will turn this frozen crack into a hub of civilization. She can't accept this place is dying. Me, I'd just as soon move on. I'm a carpenter, Mother's a builder, so it felt like a good fit at the time. Not that we've got a lot of new folk to build houses and furnishings for. These days, I spend most of my time fixing up the stockade.
Well, sir, go fix it up more, because there's a big hole in your wall. Hello, person. Oh, funny. Crazy people in the wilds, who would have guessed? Alright, bounties need to be done. Okay.
If they knew what was good for them, they'd be walking that fiery path instead of warming their hands at it.
That's nice.
Ooh, still can't feel my fingers. Thought I'd found shelter when I stumbled across this little village. Guessing you did too, huh? As much blood as there was in the streets, I'm lucky the ale's still flowing. Thought all the whispers about Durgan's battery were just village superstition. And maybe they are, but I might have been on my guard if I'd listened. I was part of an expedition, hunting for relics from Durgan's battery. We picked up a good haul, too.
Are you
So
sure?
it figures that's when the winds pick up and the sky starts dumping snow. We lost sight of the road. Meanwhile, something else found us. Took Liam out before we even realized we were surrounded. And then we see him coming out of the snow. These little four-armed wilder. Lagufoth, they're called. Quick little bastards. Francesca and I held them off as long as we could, but when they filled her full of darts, I turned tail and ran. Found my way here and thanked my luck for escaping the Lagufoth. Then come to find out that this town's got an ogre problem. That's a kind sentiment. I'll mourn them when I get home. But I've got to retrieve our haul if I'm to have any hope of that. I need to get those artifacts. Not that I'm in any shape to go after them myself. But I can't afford to return to Defiance Bay without something to show for my expedition. But you've got your own expedition to the battery, don't you? While you're out there, maybe you could look for my goods. Whatever's left of them. I'll give you a cut for anything you bring back, of course. I ain't asking for charity. I just can't afford to go home empty-handed. Like I said, we were treasure hunting near Durgan's battery when we were ambushed. What else do you want to know? Who? No, that would have been somebody else. We didn't meet with Renengild, or anyone else in town for that matter. We were operating on our own. We took out several loans to pay for our trip out here. I'm gonna have trouble if I don't pay them back. What's left of it should be near Durgan's battery. If you stumble across the Lagufoth, you'll know you're close. Just that it's been locked up tight for 200 years on account of those dwarves having a row. Which means that any trinkets from inside fetch a nice price. Sorry, I'm more of a businesswoman than a historian.
Something tells me that she murdered her friend. Well, that was a 100 gold. Yay.
Owena! Go check on that Orland. Make sure he don't steal nothing. Never seen such a bloodbath. Feels like we got half the town's survivors in here, just drinking to forget it. But you must be looking for some refreshment, too, after the way you handled them ogres. Or perhaps a room. Say the word and I'll give that shifty little Orland the boot. Showed up a few days ago, sticks his nose out of the back room just long enough to empty his chamber pot. Up to no good, I tell ya. I'd like nothing more than to see him gone, but I don't want to ruckus over it. We get our share of lowlifes coming through here. Smugglers, fugitives, Kith looking to avoid the sharp eye of the law. Way's keeping to himself. Well, honest Kith sure don't have cause for it. I'd appreciate it. And I suppose I don't need to remind you that I don't want you to hurt him. I'm sure you can find a more discreet way of handling the problem. Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you? Nothing like a pint to take the chill off.
Aloth, be nice.
Back to warm your hands, eh? He did he? That shifty little crook never learns. I'll have it put away somewhere safe. Thank you for doing the decent thing. Here, for your honesty.
So, Mac, how's your game going?
It's going pretty good.
Back to warm your hands, eh?
This inn looks interesting.
Excuse me, was...
Ba-dum-tsh.
No pun intended.
I would hope
Not
the
to be
inn
rude,
is
but I'm rather
interesting.
busy. Can't you get
Boy.
another room? He... What? Oh no. No. Is she there? Did you see her? Devala. That woman. The slaver, she... I was a slave in Raid Ceres. I ran away. Made it here. The mountains are usually the best place to lose slavers, but Devala's one of the best. Slavery may be illegal here, but I wouldn't be the first runaway to get nabbed in a town like this, while some local trapper gets a nice payday. Besides, you spoke with Havric. I've kept him myself and paid on time, and he assumes the worst. I just want to get out of here. I've scraped together enough money to reach New Haelmar. But the locals talk about a Raid Saren party, camped west of town. It's got to be Devala. She's been after me since the foothills. I'll pay you if you can get rid of her. I don't care how. Thank you. But be careful. She wouldn't have come alone.
Getting rid of slavers? That sounds right up my alley.
Back to warm your hands, eh?
Yeah, shoot them to Orin's people too.
Exactly.
Editor.
How about that?
Light.
Careful.
Leave it to me.
Maverick's very particular about his wines.
Leave it to me.
Sure, but I'm going to
You're not
disable all the
getting
traps
through me.
because I get XP this way.
You're not getting through me.
Back to warm your top quality bear pelts on every bit.
Alright, that's the inn explored.
If you weren't gonna fetch the liquor for me, you didn't have to tell Havrick about it. Now he's banned me from the inn altogether. Out of trouble? It was only a drink. Now I get to die sober when the ogres come back. Right, fair enough. What do you want?
This place has hot springs.
Really?
I mean, I guess that's to be fair when you're in a place that's filled with fucking freeze.
It must be soon. Sorry. Didn't hear you come in. My ears aren't what they used to be. Wasn't the ogres, I can tell you that. Put a few arrows in one of those and they generally have the good sense to back off. But I've been hunting this wolf for near a year now. A man-eater. Cunning, nasty thing. Every time I get close, it just slips away. The beast has already claimed many lives. The first victim was my son, Saldrin. Got the better of me this last time. Distracted me long enough for one of its kin to turn up. Nearly bit me clean in half. I'm a few weeks out from trying again. No ordinary wolf. A monster. This creature is big. And I see the signs it leaves behind. The mess it made to the last couple of hunters and the elk. Doesn't always finish its meals. Damn thing might be sick. Might have a bullet in its jaw. Something. In any case, It needs to be put down. It roams the russet wood out to the west. Seems to have decided the lake is a good place to find prey. Yeah. It's picked off some scattered ogres from time to time. But mostly it's been going after hunters. Travelers. Nothing to tell. Near misses, all of them. One time he clambered right up the cliffs to avoid my snares. Another time, he chased a bear into my camp.
Sounds like it might be a
I
druid.
nearly had him once. I could hear him below, eating, and I had the gun aimed right for him. Until the wind changed. He charged headlong into the tree to get at me. Nearly knocked me off my perch. And when I righted myself, he was gone. It needs doing. But I warn you, this beast is not to be trifled with. It must make its lair somewhere to the west. If you mean to go there, keep your wits about you. Watch yourself on the mountain. In these lean times, everything looks like prey to something. I'm Thiersch. I've lived here long enough that Kith have started calling me the Old Hunter. And that's about all I can say for myself. Coming to your elders for advice, is it? What can I do for you? Well, I can tell you it won't be here much longer if things go on as they are. With the mines closed, we've lost what put us on the map in the first place. We're losing people every month. Too many mouths to feed and not enough to support them. Even the game's dwindling. I've been lucky. I've hides and horns enough to keep the traders happy, but now the ogres are picking the rest of us off. The moment we started looking into Durgan's battery, it was like we'd kicked a hornet's nest. You made a good showing against that last group. Didn't expect you'd be one of the godlike. But then, if anyone was gonna turn up here at the ass end of nowhere to save our hides... It's been a colder season than usual, and the elk herds aren't faring well. We're stuck fighting with the ogre clans and the wolves over what's left.
This sounds like hell so
Not to
far.
mention the occasional beast. We've lost a lot of young hunters. It has. We had some hope in the early days that we'd be spared, isolated as we are. That hope died in a hurry. Not everyone's been so unlucky, of course. You'll see a few pampered sprats around. Long hours checking snares and waiting out elk, mostly. Used to hunt some of the big ones. Bear, stelgare. But up here, it comes down to necessity. Which means keeping Stalwart fed, or else keeping it safe. Thing is, the last hunt didn't go so well, as you can see.
So I gotta fight a doggo, which might be a druid. That's a really good armor. Well, that'd be good. That'd be good for Alos. Can I upgrade it though? It'd be great if you had sapphires, but apparently not. Mr. Dwarf, you should stop shouting.
Oh, it's working! Yes! I can't believe it! It's really... Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so rude. I'm Ista. I heard we have you to thank for clearing out the ogres. I'm glad Stalwart survived. It would have been a disappointing trip up here otherwise. My ore locating divination tool. Well, that's what it will be. I have to calibrate it. Right now it seems to think you're a copper deposit.
About that.
My Animancer contacts did suggest that a particular strong soul essence might interfere. I'm more interested in minerals in any case. I suppose that's possible. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, unfortunately. I'm trying to recreate the instruments that first led the Pargrim dwarves to this mountain. This is my latest prototype. Centuries ago, dwarves carrying tools just like this one followed their readings to what is now the battery. If I can recreate their work, then I may be able to find ore deposits elsewhere. I was hoping to test it, but my arrival was delayed by word of the ogre attack. I haven't been able to find anyone to venture up the mountain since. Really? That'd be wonderful. I just have to adjust the device, you see. It should point you toward metal deposits. We already know the battery rests on some rich veins, but I was hoping to get a reading of the surrounding mountainside. If you can follow the readings to ore and bring back a sample, I can use it to refine the device. Thanks ever so much for this.
You're welcome, question mark? I have a feeling I know. I have a feeling I know exactly what this is about. I sense shenanigans.
Huh, that's what I get for asking directions in the middle of nowhere. Say, I don't suppose you've seen any mysterious old buildings in the
Oh,
mountains
hey, a
lately, have
companion,
you?
I think.
Another companion? Nice.
No, but I've heard
So
that
you're
name
reading
a
your
lot
endgame,
around
though.
here.
DLC.
I'm
Oh.
looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
Oh,
It's an
you need your
obscure
endgame
temple
for the
dedicated to
DLC.
Andra.
No, you're in game, but I'm doing DLC first.
Oh.
I'm a gift bearer. My job is to gather tokens of things people want forgotten and surrender them to the Lady of Lament. Best place to do
Even
that
letting
is
a
the
companion
Abbey
of
of the
yours
Fallen
where
Moon.
it would get time to shine, but he won't. Or she.
I mean, the only words that can be said is
Anything that
companion
represents
quest.
a moment or a memory someone wishes to leave behind. Well, love notes,
Yeah.
favorite family heirlooms, bad
But if you already
poetry,
progressed
the
far
kinds of
enough in the
things you want to
story,
forget.
would they even be
I
able to
might
do it?
be here a while.
Yes.
Half the villagers have never heard of the Abbey, and the ones that have, no one knows where it is. So I'm trying to think of this as
Fair
an
enough.
extended holiday in a remote mining village that smells like fish. You won't regret it. I've got a lovely singing voice.
I like her already.
Fresh fish, freshly caught. Effigy's eyes! It looks at me!
Wait.
Ah!
But
A guy got scared because a fish looked at him.
that's funny.
Oh, hey, another companion.
You must forgive, Zawa. I was not expecting you.
Bro speaks in the third person.
Hmm?
Resting my eyes, I thought, waiting for the Malkachoa to bring me insight. It would seem I dozed. A good thing my master was not alive to see it. Are you real? Of course. I meant no offense. But I find it is best to ask when Malkachoa is involved. A small white mushroom. I have heard it called snowcap in these lands. It can reveal the true nature of many things. A
I'll be
teacher,
back and warp some
not an
chicken.
owner. Zawa is a free man.
Fried variety.
As free as any of us.
I might make a hot pocket. I don't know.
I was freeing myself from vanity.
Fucking header.
Consider, how can one be vain who is bathed in the smell of dead fish? I had the idea when I passed this way earlier. I am pleased with the results so far. Yes, quite pleased. From battle, yes. I left them upon my enemies. These were struck against fear. These against pleasure. These against hatred. Those down there against greed and doubt. And these were for vanity. I cannot take credit for all of them, but I did most of the good ones. I put them there in battle to remind myself what is real and what is not. Our worst enemies are inventions of the mind, pleasure, fear. When we see them for what they are, we become unstoppable. I feel I have been close, but never for more than an instant. In the moment when the pain is sharpest, the world becomes clear. In that moment, I am a match for anyone. Of course, I am fortunate to have suffered so much. If I did not suffer, I would not aspire to free myself from it.
I mean, that's fair.
I would wander from one unfulfilling goal to the next. More wealth, a better station. My soul would wither. But to search for a place beyond suffering's reach is to nurture the soul, to harden it against the elements. Suffering is the greatest gift the gods have given us, their most beautiful, perfect creation. It is the hand that turns the wheel. Gods know. What a way to travel the world. The usual way is to smear yourself with the ashes of the dead. But they do not burn their dead here, so I have to make do with what the land provides. The cold seems to conquer the smell. Even now, the scent hides itself. Disappointing. I was visiting a monastery not far from here. I found it empty, but I met a messenger as I left. He carried a call for aid. Seeing that he would find no monks at the monastery, I chose to go in their place. Zawa is no longer young, but in combat he is still the greatest of the Takan people. It seemed only right that he should go. I would not say I am hired. I seek no wage. and I promise no result. I have chosen a path, and my spoils come from walking it. And this fortress, this Durgan's battery, its people are gone. Zawa would know why. If one wishes to swim, it is no time to argue with the current. We are here together in this moment because a perfect force has willed it. Who is Zawa to argue? I will walk with you so long as the gods wish it so.
Alright then, that's... okay.
We should check the barrels for more crazy monks.
I'm a bit disturbed that there are axes and stuff in the fishery.
Me and Sledge are thinking about heading down, joining a caravan. We'd have work
What
at least.
for?
And I'm damn sick of fish.
I guess I'll go here first. However, I will be back momentarily because 1, I need a drink. Number 2, I need to go to the bathroom. Number 3, I want a hot pocket, so I'll be back uno momento.
I'm back.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
What type of chicken did you make?
I warmed up fried chicken from Texas Chicken.
No, like, yeah, it's fried, but like, what kind is it?
Tenders.
I mean, it's like barbecue, like, etc., etc.
It was just a fried piece chicken tender from Texas. Regular, not spicy.
I got a hot pocket.
Hot pockets.
It's good.
Moe iksi ana. Moe iksi ana.
So far, I don't like this area. Wait, dragon meat. Dragon meat gives resolve. I remember. Num num num.
It's not that I don't want to carry more.
Fuck. Right. Okay. I need that one. Eder, where's the thing? Give me those gloves for a sec. Fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean?
Damn. Am I really gonna need to kill this doggo? Damn it, doggo. I tried building my resolve, but the things don't stack, damn it. Hey, I leveled up. I can get a feat, and I'm not sure what feat to get. I'll go with Mental Fortress just because I know that that's a thing that I should always hold on to. I guess body control because more tankiness. In words from a character from Smite, tankiness is next to godliness. Correction, Smite 1, when Smite was still good. What the fuck is that? That's what an ice elemental looks like? Okay. Consider me surprised. Stupid ice blade. Aren't I supposed to mess with this water somehow, or is it somewhere else? Might be somewhere else.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Oh, Aloth's endurance leveled up. Huzzah. Oh, I unlocked the next level of spells, I think. No, I had this one already. Who would have guessed that Deep Pockets would actually be a usable fucking feat for a character in this game? I guess more spells, because more spell good. This area seems very big. Why a dead guy?
Did you think to escape me by climbing a mountain? I would have tracked you across the sea, thief.
Please, Master, have mercy! I kept the grimoire hidden safely away, and I can take you to it!
The book is nothing. If you had studied a little longer, you might have learned that. But no apprentice of mine will steal from me and live.
Wait, no!
Look there.
Oh, I love finding maps that are useless.
Rest up, big guy. We got your back.
Kana, you're supposed to live. What happened?
Away.
Angry fish people. Mental Fortress, always a good one to have. Well, time to rest because Kana got stabbed.
Must be nice being able to rest whenever you want without worry about a corruption bar.
Mm-hmm.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Um, dead people? Oh, it's this group. It's the crazy people. Why do I get the feeling that I'm going to find them dead? Just get a feeling.
Only one way to find out.
I mean, if they do, it'll save me. It'll save me some trouble.
You should test that ice with something heavy. Make sure it's safe. Maybe with an overweight priest that can't shut up.
Eder, that's not very nice.
Look there.
Well, I gotta go back to the inn anyway to rest because Eder just took a beating from a lake.
What, Eder can't swim?
Oh, he can swim. It's just a frozen lake.
So he kept getting damaged from falling in the ice?
No, it was a frozen river, ice cold. When he was swimming.
Oh.
Man, I was expecting something to happen, but well, instead the ogre wanted to attack me too. What the fuck? I have been bamboozled. Damn, I'm trying to make good with someone in that, but apparently it's bad. It's bad. You know, that's what I get. I deserve that. That's what we would call karma, I suppose.
I could go for some shut-eye about now.
Yes, Eder, I know, I'm working on it, buddy. Let me head to the inn, swap out the party so I can talk to Mr. Monk and the other guy.
Back to warm your hands, eh? Nothing.
I will wait in the place of your strength.
Since I'm sure I'm going to need to use them in a fight at some point.
Why is your live stream advertising Helldiver's 2 instead of Blizzard Eternity?
I don't know. It's been doing that forever, and I don't know how to fix it.
It says you're playing Helldivers 2 when you're not.
As I said, it's been doing that forever, and I don't know how to fix it.
Oh, thought I'd put it out there. In case you didn't know. Anyway, good night.
Bruh.